Kaley Anderson, and this speech is about me tearing 2 ligaments in my ankle this past softball season. This past softball season, I was fortunate enough not to break my ankle, but I did tear 2 ligaments in my ankle. My trainer told me that tearing 2 ligaments in your ankle can hurt worse than breaking your ankle. I was out for about a month during my softball season, so luckily it was towards the end of the softball season rather than the beginning, so I could not suffer so much in the beginning and not be able to play my whole senior year. I only just didn't have to play a short amount of my senior year. I could not bear to not be able to play in state playoffs of my senior year, so I told the trainer that he needed to help me as fast as he could so I could get back on the field. Eventually, I was able to play because my trainer was able to wrap up my ankle and allow me to play. I was very slow. I had to go through a lot of therapy, which consisted of putting my ankle in an ice bath for 20 minutes and doing ankle exercises with a rubber band. It was not an easy task, but I knew I had to do it if I wanted to get back on the field again. This was a very emotional time for me because softball is my main sport and I love to play it. So not being able to play my senior night was very hard for me, and I know it was hard for my team. The team went through a pretty downfall when me and the other senior were hurt, and so it was like our team was beginning to fall apart because the 2 seniors were hurt. How did I tear my 2 ligaments? Well, we were at a softball tournament in Raymond, and we weren't supposed to go there because our coach made us because he said it was too late of notice for us to drop out now. Anyways, I was on third base, and I felt that the catcher was about to throw me out, so I started running back to the base and twisted my ankle on the side of the base. I fell to the ground immediately and I yelled out that I heard cracking in my ankle. Well, my coach was sitting right there beside me, so he got on the ground with me and asked what was going on and what was wrong. And my dad, the assistant coach, ran over to me and said to the mom from the stands. My dad and the mom were both in the medical field, so they knew what to do. They carried me off the field and carried me to my mother's van and set me in the back of the van, took my shoe off, and the trainers were all over there, and they started surrounding me and asking what was going on, how it felt, and asking all these questions. Well, Wade finally got there, and he wrapped up my ankle and gave me some crutches and said we needed to take me to the hospital because he thought I had broken my ankle. Well, I told him I was not going to the hospital because I had to finish watching my team play in the rest of the tournament. The tournament ended, and my dad took me to the hospital and x-rayed my ankle and found that it was not broken. I went back to school that following Monday and went and saw the trainer, and he said I had torn 2 ligaments in my ankle. I told him that I want to do some serious therapy and get back on the field because I did not want to miss the state playoffs of my senior year. So we did serious therapy of, like I told you earlier, putting my ankle in an ice bucket and doing a lot of ankle exercises with the rubber band. It came to the state playoffs, and I was able to play a little bit of the first game and was actually able to play the rest of the games for the state playoffs. We came in third this year, which was a good accomplishment, and I'm really glad I was able to be a part of it my senior year. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I felt during my ankle injury. I was really bummed out about not being able to play for a month of softball season because softball is my main sport and I love it, and it's something that I would like to pursue into college, but I would rather just keep my memories from senior year. So it was just really hard for me because I played softball for about 12 years, and it's always been something that I've loved and cherished. And especially since my dad was the coach, or assistant coach, he's always helped me through it. He was the main person who helped me through it because he was hurt senior year of baseball. So he knew how I felt, and he knew that I wanted to get back on the field as soon as possible. I now have a video of a slideshow of my softball season and a few pictures from of my ankle. So I'm going to play y'all a little video. Can everyone see? That was a picture of my ankle and how swollen it was. And that was me riding through and that was senior night. And that was our trainer. That's it. Thank you.